About ready to put the kibosh on this week. I tell you what, buddy. I've had enough. Genug. Suficiente. It's been a long week. I've been through a living hell, and now I'm ready to get... Well, I shouldn't complain. 4 hours a day. What am I complaining? I've had worse jobs that really drained me. I'll never forget the time I was a delivery boy in a drugstore. And that was a job. Slapping around people's medicines. A lot of times they were sick, too, So you'd bring a medicine to sick people, you'd almost be afraid to stand in the door. Well, I didn't care if they gave me a tip or not. I didn't want their infected, disease-laden, bacilli-ridden dinero. I mean, it was just unpleasant. Some gasping person with gurgling lungs. Drugstore! So eventually I got out from the truck and I worked behind the counter. That was a little better. Still a lot of people came in sneezing and gagging. I remember one time Mr. Wozniak just moved to the Bronx from Czechoslovakia or something. Now Wozniak, he could hardly speak English. He come walking in, he said, I want to buy a Tampax. Tampax. I said, Tampax. He said, yeah, I want to buy Tampax. I'm thinking, what is this old guy? The guy was an old guy, living alone, buying a box. I said, well, I don't know. Maybe he got a girlfriend or something. I don't know. So I sold it to him. Sure enough. A couple of days later, he come walking back in, buying these extra lights. He said, I want to buy the Tampax. I said, Tampax? He said, yeah, Tampax. I said, all right, dear, Mr. Wozniak. Hey, Benny! Another box of the big T for Mr. Wozniak here. So sure enough, we sold it to him. Sure enough, the third day he come back, I said, you gotta, pardon me, Mr. Wozniak, I know it's none of my business, but why are you buying all this Tampax for? And he said, well, I have bad cold. I have a real bad cold. I said, you got a bad cold? Nah. I said, you must want contact. He said, contact. Yeah. I explained to him what the Tampax was for, And he looked at me, he said, oh, no wonder they're so hard to swallow. Oh, God.